Hey everybody, good evening. How's it going? It's going good. Happy Tuesday. All right. Everybody having a fabulous Tuesday. Anybody do tacos tonight? Right. We did spaghetti for dinner, but like, I don't know. I've just been wanting to add more veggies. You had tacos? Awesome. I know, it's like taco night. It's so nice. So it's nice when you're like, oh, what do I do for dinner? Tuesday taco night makes it easy, to like think of what to do for dinner. The crazy struggles as like adults is, I think, dinner. I feel like that's one of our biggest challenges at home is deciding what to have for dinner. I don't know. I can eat the same thing every night, but I feel like my family gets burnt out, so I always feel like I'm having to like come up with new ideas, and it's just not always creative. So anyway. It's perfect when you don't realize it. Hey, be like, I had tacos. We just did spaghetti, but I got this really good, to Costco over the weekend. I got this really big bag of like frozen vegetables, and it has like Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes and broccoli and squash. I think red onion, a few other things. So I was just like, I want some extra veggies in my spaghetti, so I just threw that in there with the sauce, and it turned out really good. First time I tried it with that, so it was yummy. Then I pulled some lettuce out of my garden. Sorry, my leg's itchy. It's dry. Pulled some lettuce out of the garden and made a salad. So that was super yummy too. So it's always fun. I like being able to pull things out of the garden and just eat it. It's like the best thing ever. So if you garden, you know what I mean. If you don't garden, you should grow something that you can eat because it is the best feeling to grow something and eat it. Yeah, well, I just wanted to pop on, say hello. Hope everybody's having a fabulous start to their week. I was listening to my podcast today, To and From Work, and it's a really good one. And I just want to hop on and share some of the takeaways I got from it. Also remind you if you want to enter my giveaway and what my giveaway is again. So my giveaway for March is going to be a headband, a set of wrist guards for when you're washing your face so the water doesn't run down your arm, a sample of collagen. So if you've been curious about the collagen, what it tastes like, watching me take it every night or every day and just curious if it's something that you would even like. I know sometimes it's hard to commit when you don't even taste something, right? So this way you can get a sample of that. You will get a liquid shadow, my favorite color, Reverent. You will get a fluffy crease brush, and you will also get a pair of eye masks. So the gold eye masks. Okay. Lots of S's. So if you want to enter my giveaway to get entered for that, share my video and tag 2 friends. For every one of my videos you share and tag 2 friends in for March 4th through the 26th, I will put your name in the drawing, and then I will do a randomizer and pick a winner and ship that out to you. Or if you're local, I'll drop it off, or we can meet up and have lunch and do something fun that way too. So that's a giveaway. And as I was sitting here getting ready for my live, I was like, just saw this. Like, do you guys see this? This is like not new because it's really long, but I don't know if you can see, like all the little baby hairs up under here that are growing, like this is thickening. This is thickening from my collagen. It is so crazy to me. Not only that, but like you can definitely see my hair growth right now. And my hair is growing so incredibly fast. I can feel it like when you do that, like when I go to do that, when I put it in a ponytail, I'm definitely noticing like the thickening of my hair. So definitely one of the benefits. So if you have thinning hair, I highly recommend this collagen. Highly recommend this collagen. Also, if you have brittle nails, that's another thing that I've been noticing a lot is my nails and my hair. those are the two major changes that I've been noticing, that I can say that I notice for myself. I feel like sometimes it takes other people to notice things, but I can definitely, this hair thickening situation I have going on and my nail strengthening situation going on is definitely directly connected to the collagen. So if you are interested in getting more information, just message me collagen and I will shoot you some information and you can decide if you think that our collagen is a good match for you. It is a marine collagen. It's made from white fish. It's liquid, so the absorption rate is higher for it. And what else are the important things I need to share? It tastes good. Marine collagen, if you didn't know, is more closely related to human collagen. So definitely will more absorption, faster absorption, better absorption, because it's already closely related to what our body naturally produces. And just remember, after about your 20s, your body really slows down on production of this. And then especially like into menopause age, definitely something you want to add back into your body. It's going to help with gut health. This one does, well, collagen in and of itself for gut health is more healing and sealing. It's not adding probiotics. It is keeping them in there and helping thicken and strengthen your intestinal walls. All right. Didn't bring my scissors back, did I? Nope. And of course, so when I go to grab, I can't get open. So if you're here, say hi. Let me know you're here. Oh, got it. Yes. If you're on the replay, let me know you came and watched my replay. Say hello on the replay if you're here, just so I know you stopped by. Or shoot me a like or a heart or something. Tell me what you had for dinner so I know that you came and watched my video. Hey, Carrie, how's it going? So, yummy collagen. I'm telling you guys, this hair situation, it's working. Okay. Over a month now I've been taking it. So, and I did switch from another one to this one, but I definitely noticed almost within 15 days a difference. I'm not sure if I'm noticing it more because I was already on one. I would think I would notice it less because I already had it in my system. I'm not for sure on that, but I'm definitely noticing, I think I'm getting more absorption with it being liquid, with it being marine. My last one was marine and bovine combined, so this one's only marine. But I definitely am noticing it really fast. That's good. Oh, I'm so glad you're not feeling as terrible as you were like last week. So collagen, super important. There's some amazing bundles going on right now. The March Madness is like a lip sale that's happening. So if you're interested in that, just message me Madness and I can send you the link and you can check out the sale we have going on right now for lip stuff. So like chapsticks, which are lip butters. We have a lip scrub, which is amazing. It's in my cart. I'm waiting to check out with that one. We have an exfoliator. We have liners, lip stains, lipsticks, liquid lip, like 10-hour wear. So much different stuff. Like you really got to check out. It's an amazing sale right now. But if you're not into that and you want to grab some skincare, I have a skincare bundle going on. So just message me skin and I will send you details about the skincare bundle. Same thing with if you want face makeup, just message me face and I will send you the information for the bundle I have for that. Same with lips. And then we have that amazing beauty box situation going on right now too. So if you want information on how to save 75% on a $400 worth of product, like box of like a variety box kind of situation, message me beauty box and I can send you details about what that is, how that works, and that whole situation. But yeah, it's Tuesday, just trucking along. The week's going good. I feel kind of, I don't know, I haven't had as much energy this week, but I think today I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I don't know why. Well, I had last week off, so going back to work I think was just difficult. I don't know. So, have you guys heard about energy vampires? Have you ever heard that term? Like somebody who sucks the energy out of you. I feel like a lot of people hear about that, like know what that is. So if you are familiar with that term, energy vampire, energy sucker, like that's kind of what we're going to talk about today, is just how do we deal with that, right? Like people constantly wanting to steal your energy. And what I mean by energy is not like your energy level. I mean like the frequency, like your happiness, your positivity, like that energy, like your internal happiness energy, like those kinds of things. So I have some notes, so don't mind me looking down, checking my notes just to make sure I'm not getting too far off of what I wanted to share with you from my podcast. Because again, I'm sharing from that. And if you want the link for the podcast, just let me know and I can totally shoot you that link so you can get this in its full effect, because me regurgitating the information definitely changes it a little bit, but I like to kind of just pull the things that I found really sat with me and resonated with me that I want to share, and I try to kind of make it easily understood without having to have heard a bunch of these podcasts, right? Okay, so I feel like so many times, and I know I say it all the time, or I used to say it all the time, not so much anymore, but like I need to refill my cup, right? I know at the end of the school year, I'm always like, oh, I'm so happy summer's here so I can like refill my cup and be ready for next year. And I'm kind of working towards trying to get past that thought of having a cup that I need to refill, because if you have a cup that you're always wanting to refill to give out to other people, that cup is always going to run dry at some point, right? Or run low. And you're going to have to find something to refill it. So I'm trying to, from what I'm learning, move away from the whole having a cup that needs to get refilled thing. And I kind of think more of it like a river or a pipeline or something where that water is constantly flowing through, coming in, going out, coming in, going out, instead of refilling and then depleting, right? It's just a constant flow. At least that's how I'm kind of imagining it happening in my world. So that way, that source of positivity and energy that you're tapping into, like you are connected to the source, like you are tapped into the big waterfall that will never run dry, right? You're like right there at the bottom of it, and all that water is like flowing through my little pipeline or down my river, and I'm right there. I'm not down here grabbing a cup at a time and working with that, right? I'm right in the middle, and I'm getting that surplus of like energy just coming through and going out and coming through and going out. Okay. So, but I understand to get there, and what I'm learning is this is a process, and it definitely is a process. So if you've ever taken the time to just sit and reflect and think about those things, it is a process to get there. And it's a process of like life's a journey and learning things and growing as a person in how to be positive. And then it's this whole thought of like growing and giving, right? So almost like the water's coming in, I'm growing, right? My pipe is filling with water and I'm growing. And then I'm giving it away, it's going out. So it's like this whole give, grow and give, grow and give. Okay, so it's that whole like situation of what I'm learning is a gift to me to learn, and then it's a gift that I get to give to somebody else to help them on their journey, whatever that might be, and however that might look. It's different for different situations and different people and all kinds of different things, but essentially it's that. It's me learning something, growing from it, and then sharing that experience with somebody else so that they can also learn and grow from it, okay? So energy suckers aren't always bad people, right? They are people that are trying to find a higher frequency, right? So if they're coming to you and like latching onto you and sucking your energy, it's because you're at a higher frequency than they are and your energy is higher than theirs. And they are just trying to level up, but they don't know how to do it yet for themselves, okay? They might be somebody who is hurting for whatever reason, right? There's a gazillion reasons why somebody could be hurting. So it might be somebody who is hurting, and because they're empty inside because of that hurt, they are trying to fill that. So they are grasping at whatever they can to try to fill that void. And sometimes it might come from you, it might come from other sources. So they kind of start sucking and pulling energy because they're empty inside, because they're hurt and they want to feel that. So it goes back to that hurt people, whether it's intentional or not, it tends to happen. So you have to like be aware of that and know it's not intentional. And sometimes we do have to put up barriers to protect ourselves and our energy, especially if we are trying to learn and grow. And right now we're trying to transition from a cup to a river, right? So we have to kind of work at that and make sure that we don't lose too much of our water flow and go back to a cup situation, right? Because we want it to constantly coming in and going out. And we can't have too much getting pulled out and it's getting depleted too quick, right? So sometimes we have to put up barriers for these people, okay? So when you don't have a lot of energy or frequency, like if you haven't figured out how to get that constant flow coming in, right? Then when you're around other people like that, it's going to deplete really, really fast because you haven't mastered how to get that to increase, right, by itself. Or maybe you have, and it's just what they're taking and the amount of increase is happening at not an equal rate, right? So like maybe they're taking more than you can get to flow in, if that makes sense in a way. But once you like get closer to that source of like internally being able to do that, the easier those people will either like latch onto you, right? They're going to latch onto you because there's still energy suckers out there, energy vampires. So they're still going to latch onto you, right? And two things are going to happen. One, they're going to feel it and they're going to realize that they want to emulate what you are showing them, the gift that you're giving them. They're going to want that for themselves. So they're going to start to try to change to get that themselves. Or two, it is going to be like too much power, too much energy, and it's going to like repel them and they're not going to be able to handle that. So I don't know if you've ever been around somebody who's like so positive, like internally, that like it almost makes you sick. If you've been in a place like that, I've been there. I've been in like depression and having to deal with things and hard times. And so I know what that feels like. And I can remember what that feels like to then be around happy people and just be like, oh my God, stop it. And I get it, right? I've been there. I understand. So like, that's what'll happen. Either they'll be like, oh my God, I want to be happy like you. Like, how do I get there? Or they're going to be like, you're too much. And they're going to back away themselves because it's just too much for them. And they can't handle the amount of frequency that is coming to them once they latch onto you and they're trying to suck it out of you. So hopefully that makes sense. So sometimes when we're in this, and I mentioned earlier that like you have to set boundaries, right? So like we're still learning and this is relatively new to me. I feel like it's something internalized already with me, but working on this is relatively new. And some days it's hard for me and I get stuck in this like cycle in my head and I have to like break out of that and remember my thoughts I can control and let them go if they need to go and work with one if I need to work with one a little bit more, but I'm in control of it and it's my perspective on the thought that I'm controlling it, that it's not controlling me. So if you have these people that are like sucking energy and doing that, it's okay to set up boundaries. It's okay to put up barriers, right? That's okay. It's okay to put a fence up, right? And I just picture like a little picket fence. It's okay to put that fence up, right? So like if I put a fence around my garden, right? Well, for instance, I put a fence around my garden to protect it from outside things while I'm growing my garden. I'm not going to want dogs running in there, cats running in there, people trampling through, coming and stealing things while I'm still trying to get it to grow, right? But it's going to get to a point when that little picket fence and that barrier I put up are now holding in things that could grow even more if I remove the barrier, right? So it might just be removing like one stake, one piece of this barrier, right? And letting it expand out this way. It might be removing two and letting it expand out this way. So it's just a matter of learning when and where, and you can always put your barriers back, right? If I open up my barrier and my garden starts to grow more and I have this influx of things coming and destroying my garden, I can always rebuild that barrier and start working on my garden again. And then I can reopen that up to outside sources when I'm ready to. I hope that makes sense. I'm a gardener, so like that was an easy way for me to like make that connection to how things grow like out of the space that you initially put them in if you give them enough love, right? Which is what this is all about. So it's okay to do that and remove that barrier when you're ready to allow yourself, one, to grow more, and two, be able to give more, right? So if that wall's always up, I'm going to have all this food and all this stuff I'm growing and nobody to give it to because my wall's up. So that's another thing is like, I want to be able to take my barrier down and be like, hey, come share, reap the rewards of what I've been doing and learn and experience what I have done, right? And then maybe you can go and do this for yourself, right? So that's just one explanation. Hopefully I made that easy enough to understand with my crazy garden scenario. But I hope that like I'm literally picturing my own garden in my front yard and like when I have so many squashes like growing out the wazoo, I don't know what to do with them. I'm literally calling my neighbors. I'm texting my coworkers. I'm going, who wants squash? I'm going to bring it to you if you want it. So same thing, right? I can't eat all that. So what's the point in keeping it and hiding it if I can help somebody and share that love by giving it out because I have an abundance of it? So same thing happens with the positivity, right? If you can have enough positivity to share it. If you need to protect that and safeguard it for a little bit while you work on it, protect it and safeguard it. But once your garden has grown, share it. Share it with people. Let them enjoy the bounty as well, right? And just find joy in helping and sharing what you've done with other people with no expectation of anything back. The pleasure I get from sharing things from my garden is just that. I like to share it because I'm proud of it. I worked really hard on it and I put a lot of love into growing things. And then to have enough of that to share with others is such a great feeling. And that's the same feeling I think with this frequency and energy and being able to create enough of it on your own that you can just let it flow freely and never have to worry about running out, right? Like I'm never going to run out because I can create it myself, right? Kind of like if I have a plant that seeds and I can reseed it and regrow it and reseed it and regrow it, I will never run out of that. So, and I'll have plenty to share with people, right? And I don't need to sell it because I don't need anything back in return because I have plenty of that. So I'm not needing anything back. So I think that my garden scenario hopefully connected enough with the message that you guys kind of get what I'm saying. But yeah. And two, it's not a race. It's not a race to like learn this stuff and figure it out and become the best and the most enlightened and at peace and being able to share positivity. Like it's not a race to get there, and you're never gonna be done like learning and growing and giving. So it's not a race because there's no end to it. It's just what it is, and having that in abundance and having like inner peace and those feelings. So all right, I hope you were able to get something out of that. It was just really impactful for me hearing it today, and I think I took what I received and kind of changed it into my own words enough. And I don't know, I just wanted to make it easily understandable and have a good example of like what that, an imagery of it, because for me, I'm really visual and I need images of things. So hopefully the garden situation was enough imagery for you to understand. But yeah, I hope you guys have a positively amazing Tuesday night. Don't forget, share my video, tag 2 friends, and I'll put your name in the drawing to get that amazing giveaway. But yeah, like my videos, share my videos, all the things, right? So I think that's about it for tonight. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm going to do my last treatment of my 7-day vitamin C. So again, if you missed that, you can go back and watch some of the older ones. But it's a 26% concentrated vitamin C serum. So you get this little freeze-dried ball of vitamin C. You get this activating serum that has holly basil, aloe, lavender, amazing things in it that the activating serum alone helps your skin so much. And then you're adding in that 26% vitamin C, and it just my skin feels so soft after I do it, and it's going to feel soft for weeks to come. And it just helps really. I think it's like if you ever hear about doing a juice and a hard reset on your body, it's kind of like that for your face. I feel like for your skin, it's just a really intense, not harmful or hurtful or anything. It's just a really intense treatment of vitamin C. That's why it's only for 7 days. And you can do it once a month, every other month, whatever. But it's just a really intense. So I just do the vitamin C and eye cream, and that's it for those 7 days, and let my skin just really soak that in and enjoy that extra nutrition, right? So I'm gonna have that tonight, and then I will take some after pictures probably tomorrow, and I will get those posted as soon as I get a chance. But have a positively amazing Tuesday night, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.